You see these two dogs come out, and they look really strange. Like, they almost look plant-like. They've got this fur that kind of looks like those little freaking barbs that get stuck in your socks, you know what I mean? Burrs? Yeah, like their fur kind of looks like that. And they have this like wooden like sound that comes out of their mouth as they're growling. So you got the centaur coming from here. And the teachers run off, and she's like really running around looking with you guys about the runes and stuff. So are you going to be focusing on that with her? With your comprehend languages?
As much as I can. I mean, it takes me 10 minutes to get the spell off.
Okay, cool. So she's going to go and protect you. We have to figure this out. That I don't know what's going to happen, but any portals, a portal to almost anywhere. It must take us back to where we came from. I don't know how. And she's kind of frantic. She has fear, but a fear in her eyes that. Actually, roll insight, and I'll tell you how afraid she is.
While I'm doing it, I'm going to be trying to utter like small, like 2-word things, like working on it, trying to read.
Yeah, totally.
Insight is 4.
Cool. You don't know why she's freaking out.
Too busy.
I am going to go back to the circle and with the centaur and the dryad. Okay,
cool. So the dryad comes out, and she's got these like pine cones in her hand, but they look very sharp. And she goes, "You must return to your place. Return, or we will destroy you. For you come and destroy us constantly. We have no fear over you. We know we can destroy you." Roll insight if you're interested.
Not good. 19?
16? 9.
Okay.
8.
1916. She says it with strength. She keeps looking off into the distance as she says it with this like sadness in her eyes, and then kind of gets back up and is really threatening.
Milady, slow down a wee bit. These are just children, and we're not here to destroy anyone.
Children grow into men, and men destroy.
We seek only to return to where we are from.
Where are you from? What realm are you from?
The Academy is, we're not sure how we got here, but we are from another realm, and we'd be happy to go right back as soon as we can.
Yeah.
We're just trying to figure out a way to go back. But, dear, do you want to speak to the tree lady?
Busy.
Students, why don't you, answer the lady's question?
Yeah, I know you're not going to believe this because the first thing I did when I get here was to snap something off, but we are definitely not here to destroy anything.
I have seen your kind, and your kind is not very kind at all.
I got nothing for that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. If you could just point us the direction back home, we'll be happy to go.
She looks in the middle of the circle. You'll have to figure it out.
This isn't a dream.
I punch myself in the mouth. No, I think it's real.
Damn.
Did you not see? We just appeared. Do you know how?
Everybody appears through here. You're casting. You see, as you start casting, the runes start glowing, but like slow, almost like it's like building up from the bottom up.
Okay.
But she says, "There is a town down that way, and you are more than welcome to go, but they are not friendly either.
What kind of people are there?
They're murderous folk. You can either stay here or go to town. If you are not going to harm us..."
You have my word. We won't harm anyone else, nor anything else.
Well, you only have a few minutes before the mist comes through, and you're not going to want to be here when the mist comes through. Everything changes, you see. This is a fairy realm. This is Thelanis.
What does the
Count
mist
it
do?
is then.
The mist brings death. The mist brings pain. And there's only a few minutes.
Is it purple, by any chance? Because
it is purple.
We were
Have you
sucked
experienced
through,
this?
through this purple glow, weren't we?
Yeah.
The centaur walks up and he whispers something into her ear, and she perks up and she disappears into this tree. And you smell this rancidness in the air. And the dogs, and then the dogs kind of scoot back. Roll perception checks.
Uh-oh.
And so it's like, let's say 5 minutes has passed and as this conversation's happening. So, perception.
Yeah. 4.
Okay.
10.
15.
28.
16.
You see these, like, all the wisp things in the air, they start turning purple.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And the trees start. And you see her exit a tree from the other side. And as she does, it's like this, like she kind of sticks to it a little bit. Like her roots are kind of like she's kind of changing. And you actually see the purple coming in maybe sooner than she thought it was going to. And as it passes over, say it's coming through and you see some of the dogs over in that area, it actually like comes through and changes them. And they, like, the dogs, you see their face, like, actually it comes from like the back part and it's like black, and all of a sudden their barbed kind of turns to this like liquid, like oily, and their eyes go from this golden, like beautiful, like wheat color to this black purple color. And this elk that was standing over in the distance, its antlers kind of grow and it looks almost like this like nightmare creature.
Hey everybody, the locals are going weird.
Is this only happening outside of the circle?
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave the circle. Dear, we've got a problem.
I'm almost done here. We only have a few more minutes.
Okay.
And
I'm prepared to run if we have to, but not moving yet.
okay.
Staying inside the
So you're
circle.
like in the middle of the circle.
Yeah.
Are you guys all going to the middle of the circle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Staying in.
You hear this growl and it's like this wetness to it, and you hear this from this elk that comes in, and the centaur just books back into the forest, and you hear this ka-ka-kong, 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 and the dryad is like kind of going from tree to tree, but she can't seem to move as fast as she might. And as you go, and you're pretty much the only one that sees this with that crazy perception, and you're like kind of small, and everyone's running back towards, maybe you're just stuck there going, and you're like going in, watching, and it's like this black goo, as the roots are turning to this black goo as she's pulling away. And as the purple kind of fades through her, she's running away from you, and then you see it come back as she turns and it's facing you. And now is this like, instead of just like plant-like vines and tree stuff on her, it's like almost like wire, this like weird gooey shininess. And she comes back and she's like, she opens her mouth to say something and is like, and they all kind of fade towards you and they look like they're about
Call that time to get out the rapiers.
Yep.
So you guys are still there and everybody's kind of like guarding themselves and you're focused on this.
I'm oblivious to everything.
And
except myself.
the teacher's actually like helping you a little bit. And what normally would take 10 minutes, it seems to look like it's only going to take like another minute or so. And you guys are focusing on this. And she's kind of like standing behind you in a very like kind of hovering kind of way, as if anything was going to come at you. She's like kind of looks like your shield. And this is where this comes in. So the darkness starts surrounding you, and it's like, the light isn't changing. This golden light is still there, but the trees around you are changing, and everything is starting to it is sick. It's almost like that sick that you taste when you have the flu or something. Like that is what it feels like. And okay, let's see. All right, so we are going to do this, and because we don't have a lot of time, oh, that one's written on the back. Okay, pick 3. Okay, so, all right.
Red dragon, black dragon, green dragon. Great. Good job, kid.
Okay, cool. So this is how we're gonna do this because I don't have a piece of paper in here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so. Okay. This is what it looks like. So here's you guys. Here's student and teacher. The rest of you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're standing in there, and then this makes for terrible TV. So okay. So from here is your the dryad and the centaurs, like right over here. And then there's like an elk over here. Actually, that's not true. The elk is like over here. And a boar, this like crazy nightmare boar just comes rushing through. We'll say it gets to, it'll just come charging. This is not very good, but it's gonna come charging at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, where's my D6? I need your D6. I know you guys gave me all these D6. Okay, it's going to come charging at you. Yeah, you're the big one, and it's like, and the air around you is getting thicker. So it is going to come charging at you, and
I got my shield and my rapier out.
21 hits. Does the 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You get tusked for 3 damage. And make a strength save.
No. 8.
And it knocks you on your butt. Now you've got this boar just like drooling this black goo. It's kind of like, and you see his tusk kind of flailing at you, and you're on the ground underneath it. Okay, and then this black wolf comes out. I'm just gonna keep doing
That's
this.
totally fine.
This black wolf keeps coming out and is going after you. And there's actually 3 wolves. And they come charging from here. They're all gonna go after you.
I got my scimitars out.
All right.
I'm not scared.
So, they're nasty. They look big. The dogs, they're huge and gross. Okay, that's a 2. That would be a 20, dirty 20, and that's a 10. So the 20 hits though, right?
Yep.
Okay, and that is going to be, that is 6, 7, 8, that's 9 damage as one of them just bites at you. And go ahead and roll a strength save. And you fail, and you're also on the ground. You see this. You're on the ground and you're fighting off as it's got one of your arms. And it is your turn next. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to push it off, get back up.
Okay, we'll just do a contested strength. Yeah, I think you won.
19.
Okay, good. I rolled a 3. So, so you push it off. It just kind of gets back a little bit, but it's still in 5 foot. You're still adjacent to it. Mm-hmm. So you push it off, but you're still prone. What do you do?
I'm attacking it. I got my scimitars out. I'm gonna
Sure, why not?
hit it.
Yeah. Okay.
So 19.
Okay, that hits. And there's 2 standing next to it as well.
Okay.
Where's my energy pencil? Okay, so go ahead and do damage.
Oh, that's it. 6.
Okay. The just strength was just a freebie, you know, thing. So that was a 6 damage. Okay. Oh, it's disadvantage because you're prone.
Okay.
Roll another.
This?
Yeah, and so it's whatever the lower number is.
It's still
11.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. So you're on the ground. You attack it. I really like that you didn't get up because I think it's really fun to just fight on the ground too. So okay. So who do we have next? We got Stink next.
So I'm kind of like taking everything in, like, oh, this is kind of cool, until I get the sense that, you know, I kind of hear Bora in danger behind me, and then I draw my crossbow and attempt to fire at the wolf on top of her.
Okay, cool. All right, do it.
21.
Okay, hits. So you'll say you're here, and then it's there, and then this one came in. There. Okay. All right, it's 21 hits.
5 damage.
Nice. Okay.
And,
do you do anything else?
As a no, never mind. It didn't make sense, so yeah, I don't do anything else.
Okay, cool. Your turn.
Can I see the map? I can't see from behind your computer.
Okay, so basically you're like right here.
Yeah.
And there's the dryad, the centaur, there's an elk over here.
Okay.
And then the dogs came in here and the boar came in from there.
Okay. Can I have the boar make me a wisdom save?
I sure can. I was a 2.
That will not make it. I cast Crown of Madness on the boar.
Okay.
So,
Tell me how that works. I don't remember how that works.
a thorny crown kind of just goes over his head, and his eyes roll back and then roll forward again, and they've turned red. And I now have control over him. So.
On your next round, does it
Yes.
do it? Okay, cool.
I go on, or he goes on his turn, but I just choose what he does.
Okay, cool. And that was the boar, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is that the one that just trounced me?
Yeah.
Sweet. Sweet.
Okay. Okay. So next is Caldesh.
All right. I have both my rapiers out. I'm going to, I guess, go not outside of the circle, but towards where the centaur and dryad are coming in, because I know that Draz and Miss Fingman are both right here, correct? Okay, so I'll kind of post up right there with both of my rapiers on the ready and ready in action to attack anybody that crosses that threshold.
Okay, cool. Let us smart. Okay, no, there's too many bad guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, maybe I overloaded this one. Okay. And so the elk comes through, and you see his almost got like Clydesdale, like hooves, and he comes in and he's charging in, and he's going to charge you. He's going to charge you. But actually it's too far. You see this coming at you. You're like sitting up in like right about here in your vision. So because of the 6 seconds, he's like, and like stops right there.
You readied an action though.
I
So
did.
you didn't move, right?
I did not move.
So you could attack him
I
before
could
he gets
just turn
to you.
around and just unleash on him?
You are.
Or am I close enough?
No, you're not close enough.
Okay.
You're about 10 feet. Yeah.
Are we able to close that distance then and do that? Or
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So you
I'll-
just like take a step and then go through. If that's
Yeah.
what you would like.
All right. So I'll do. I guess I'll hit him with my first attack.
Okay.
Oh, natural 1.
Okay. So this
Go
is how
get
I
him,
do
Waddy.
that. This is how I do that. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Good try.
All right.
This is like a real fight.
10.
Yeah, you take 10 damage. So you're so excited. You're like,
Or wait, 7.
oh my god, it's my
sorry.
first time. Okay, 7. And you actually slash yourself as you're drawing.
Ouch.
Disorienting, very strange. But you have another attack?
Actually, I have my my
Offhand?
bonus action. I'll try to hit with my other
Go for it.
rapier. Use this other d20. That one's evil.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh God!
Wow.
Wow.
At least it wasn't a 1 that
Slightly
time.
better, yeah.
Yeah, it's only just. Yeah, that doesn't.
It's really intimidating. It was like in midair, like kind of coming at you with its like hooves, like, and it's very intimidating. So it's not your fault. It's the dice. Mac, it is your turn.
So can I tell that this weird thing with the thorns and the eye roll happened?
Yeah.
Can I make a nature check just to know that it's not going to kill me? Or how do you want, or is it an arcana? Or do I? No.
That would be.
How about this?
No.
I'm really acrobatic.
Yeah.
I just roll out of danger. I don't even take it. I don't try to analyze it. I just like parkour roll out of danger.
Okay, I like that.
And go to try to help the kid who apparently I'm assuming I could see out of the corner of my eye
Mm-hmm.
that he was trying to help protect them. I'm gonna try to roll over there and see if I can
I like that.
help.
So you have like a bonus cunning action type thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll nat on acrobatics.
Nat 20.
Yeah, so that's a 27.
Crack. Of course you're gonna do it. But you do have like a cunning action or anything
Yes.
like that
Yes.
as a bonus.
I have dash, disengage, so I guess
Cool.
disengage from the boar, and then
Yes.
I acrobatically roll over to help the kid,
Totally. Yeah.
and stab the, what is it, an elk?
It's a giant nightmare elk.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
right,
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
I don't have the map.
Oh, sorry.
Just so I know
You
where I'm
do it.
coming
It's
from.
not really. You're coming from the
And
side.
you're heading over this way.
Am I
It's
opposite of Poldar?
You're there. He's here. The elk is here. You're like, yeah, butt elk in front of your face. Elk butt.
Oh, good, so
Yeah.
I'm flanking him. I attack. That would be a 22 to hit.
Like, yeah.
The best part of sneak attack damage is rolling it with my Gary Con dice.
Now you got to count lines.
8, 9 damage.
Okay.
Stabby.
Awesome. So tell me what that looked like because you rolled
So
nat
I
20 acrobatics.
Fearfully disengaged from Scary Boar with weird thorn things and eye rolling happening. Just get out of there. Did a parkour roll over to help out my young lad with his rapiers and just stung with my rapier. Just came out of the roll and just stabbed up at that hurtling elk.
Awesome. Okay, that was pretty epic. You guys see your teacher or your faculty do that. The cooks did the thing. Draz, it's your turn.
Where am I at with the spell?
So you feel like you're real close, but you need to concentrate. Like you can say words if you would like, pretty much.
To my friend over here, don't kill yourself trying to say, keep us safe.
I'm trying. I swear.
That's pretty much all you can
Yeah.
do. But you're concentrating, and your teacher's standing there helping you. And the, oh boy. Who's standing there? Like you were standing there?
Koldak and me.
And you were standing there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see this creature. Okay, you see this dryad now, this black, gooey, like fae thing coming at you. And go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Please roll high.
You as well?
Yay.
Oh, you saved.
Good job.
On the roll. But you feel your brain kind of like there's like this spell come over you, like you can almost taste it, like something familiar and sweet, and it's pulling you towards her, and then you shake it off, and you know that she's trying to do this thing, and she moves towards you, but she doesn't yet break the forest itself. She's still kind of within that area.
Okay.
And the centaur comes charging back, and he's got like, his hair is like long and black in his eyes. He almost like looks like a drider, but a centaur. And instead of white hair, he's got black hair, and it's just like really wicked cool looking if you're into that. And he's charging at you.
Except he's gonna kill you, so you're not into that.
Yeah, no.
You're totally not into it.
So he's going to charge. Wait, that's that one. Okay, he's going to charge through here. So he's here. He's going to charge you here. And that is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
All right, my friend. That is a... So that is... Why do I keep picking up the Oni page? A strength saving throw. That is a 1d10. Oh my god. Okay, so... Oh boy.
Oh no.
That is a,
Oh, no.
6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And... 12 damage, bludgeoning damage as the hooves just, as the hooves, like, they kind of claw at you and, like, push you down. But go ahead and make the strength saving throw. As you are now on the ground getting, like, kind of trying to avoid more stomps, but how are you feeling? How are you doing?
Yeah,
on
I'm at
hit
1.
points? Okay.
So
That's
that was
not
pretty
very
quick.
good.
No.
Yeah. And we're going to go back and.
My fancy footwork did not help me out whatsoever.
Okay, so we've got Koldak. It is your turn. What do you do with your fast movements, with your quickness, and your swashbuckling things?
I guess I disengage because I'm being attacked by both the elk and so I'm gonna disengage and kind of run over back by the I guess back up here.
So you're
Kinda
going
take a breath.
You're going towards the teacher and the wizard?
Yeah, because I don't really have anywhere else to go. I don't have any healing potions, and I don't have any way to heal myself. So I'm going to kind
make it harder to
disengage.
You're going to make it harder to hit you, right?
He's running towards you, so.
Yeah, I'm getting back towards that, and then I
Okay.
guess I'll dodge.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Next is the elk, who is going to turn back towards you.
Ching, ching.
Okay, you are prone.
No, I'm not.
You're still on the ground.
I parkour rolled,
And-
remember?
and
And,
up?
then I stopped up.
Okay.
Because I have the
So you're, like,
disengage to get out from the boar that
Yeah,
she
yeah.
controlled.
I wasn't sure if you stood
Acrobatics
up.
rolled and then jumped
And
up.
then now you're
because
standing.
you said that the elk
Yeah.
or stag or whatever was in the air, so I would have.
Okay, cool. So you jump up and you're not prone, which helps a lot. And
Give it your best shot,
It is
BM.
going to or attempt to. That is a 16 to
Nope.
hit. And
19.
Nice. And he tries to clomp you, and the black goo of it, that weird purple goo-ness, is like splashes on you. But that's all that happens. Stink.
Good thing I'm wearing my chef apron.
I look over at Bora and the wolf thing on the ground, and I yell, "Hey, you ugly gooey mutt! You get off of her!" As I cast vicious mockery on it.
Nice.
Well played.
Is that a
Wisdom saving throw against 15.
roll a 16 on the die? Is it half damage or something?
No, it's just, it doesn't take damage and it.
Aw.
Yeah.
But you were really mean,
Yeah.
and that's what counts.
My vicious was good. My mockery was a little.
Driz.
I can't do anything because I have concentration on the
Okay.
boar.
All right, so you're just gonna focus on that. Okay. The boar. It's the boar's turn. Good for you.
Which is the wolf?
So there are three
Closest to it?
wolves. One is on her, and there are two, like, kind of behind it, like this. So it's like 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. And then he's kind of back to the left of it a little bit, and you are to the back right of it.
Okay.
So it's
and
almost
where's-
like adjacent.
Where's the dryad?
Okay, so the dryad's right here. And then you've got the wolves are here, the boar's here, you're here, goblins here.
Okay, I'll
Teacher's
have
here.
the boar go after the wolf that's on top of her.
Okay, cool. All right, so that I'm gonna let you roll it. Or roll
Okay.
to attack. That's a +3.
That would be a 6.
That's probably not gonna work. Okay, but that's all it can do for that round. But now it is not adjacent to you. It is now over in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. Stop.
It gets a save at the end of its turn as well.
Okay. I'll let you roll it.
Okay.
Well, it saved a crit. I'm sorry.
Should know it's in the other order. It's like,
Right.
it's like, wait a minute.
That should be
Okay,
the
the wolf's
opposite
turn.
order.
So the wolf is going to keep attacking you, and the other two are going to come after you. So one is going to try to bite you for 21 to hit. They're huge. These are really big. It's like what you kind of saw of them in the background. They were smaller, but once they turned into that black knight craziness.
I just have leather armor, so.
Well, unfortunately, it's only 7 damage as it goes to bite at you. And the other two are coming after you. And because there's 2 of them, they get advantage. So that was a 17 to hit on, well, more than that, it's like 20 something. And then also, that's another, it's 24. So they both get you. This is really crazy, because if you can imagine, they're like really big, right?
I'm as
And
big as
you're
their
like
foot.
this. So you've got one on your torso and then one on your arm. I'm sorry. As your dungeon master, I am both sorry and not sorry. Okay, that is 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 damage. Your little man's got a situation happening.
Oh, I'm pissed.
Yeah. It is your turn.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm raging.
Okay.
I mean, not
You're not
actually.
raging.
I'm gonna get up and attack. I've got both of my scimitars in my hand, so I'm gonna attack with my main hand. Or 21. Thank you.
Cool. Totally hits.
Okay.
So this is the one on top of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. For 7 damage, and then I've got my
You get another attack because you're a fighter.
yeah. So I'm gonna take that same, and so I like swiped up like that, and then swipe back down. 13.
Nice. Oh, yeah. No.
No. Okay. But I got my other one in my offhand. So bonus action, I'm gonna try and hit it with that offhand.
You're going for a 14.
Hey!
Crit.
Nice. Okay, so roll all the damages, and with the crit, you get the double dice.
So 11.
Okay. Thank you very much. My phone is calculating. Cool. So that is pretty awesome. Let's see if it destroyed it. It's not looking good at all. Okay, so next is... Okay. Next is the Dryad's turn. And okay. Okay. So she's looking at you. So go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
8.
You suddenly have this memory, this fond memory of this place, and this taste fills your senses, and you just feel really warm. And to you, all this darkness kind of cascades away from her and almost like goes into the wind. She is as beautiful as she was when you first saw her. And you're now charmed.
Fancy. Just look up at her and say, oh, you're pretty.
The centaur was on you, but then you moved.
Yep.
And is going to come after you again. So, you are now backed up, and you feel the teacher kind of bump into you as you're focusing. She says, "Okay, hurry up, hurry up. I can only protect you for so long." And as this thing comes after you, and it is going to attack you with this pike. And then misses, and it goes right past your head as you kind of move around it to look at the Dryad. And now it's Mac's turn.
Well, how close am I to the nearest friend that needs to be defended against? Who's
Here's our play-by-play.
He's being
it's like football.
swarmed?
Yeah, he's got
Well, all
two
right, so-
wolves here. You're like right here, and then you could move over here if you want. To him, it's very close, and to protect
who
him
looks
from these
more
two.
like they're gonna die at any moment? Who? And there's an enemy.
There's an elk on him. Oh no, there is a centaur on him, an
Okay.
elk coming after you, two wolves coming after him.
I will flank. I will move. Whether I have to disengage, I can't really tell from the map.
And
but
it's kind of a
if I have to
terrible
disengage,
football.
basically I disengage in whatever way I have to. I do a spin. I kind of circle around so that I'm on the 180 to try to help him, and then I attack that centaur.
Okay, yeah, you can attack the centaur.
I just roll and try to stab as deep as I can go.
All right.
Well, the 11 is the one that will be taken.
You sure there's no any bonuses or anything? Like
No, I
one bonus of anything?
I have 7, so it's an 18.
Okay.
I mean, I rolled an 11.
Oh, okay,
Between
good.
the 1 and the 11, I'll take the 11.
Hits.
Bones. 7.
Mm-hmm.
So is the Gary Con the 6? And the skull is the 1, do you think? Like, skull would be bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
The Gary
good.
Card doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay,
We'll just
so-
say that.
Which one gives you a 6?
Yeah,
Which is, that's the way it is.
So it's 13.
Damage, 13 damage? Cool. That's very good. Okay, so
Leave me boy alone!
and he now turns at you. And Draz. You are now finishing this thing, and there is this incantation which I have not written down, but essentially it explains that here is a passage to Dalcor. And you see, Dalcor, from you remember from your studies, is the dream plane. And the magic is going, like, looks like it is fueling this thing, almost charging it, and it's almost to the top of this this weird granite rune situation. The teacher's no longer looking at you. She's kind of protecting you, looking away at what's going on.
So I haven't quite finished the spell yet, is what that sounded like.
You finished the reading.
Okay.
You totally have. You see it. You now understand what it says.
All right. And he is not far away.
He is right
I
there.
have no idea that he is charmed, probably. But I can see that he is hurt. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Why don't you explain that to everybody? Because it sounds worse than it is.
I can cast damage spells, specifically evocation spells, and turn their damage into healing. And it allows the target to either choose to fail their save or choose to be hit by the spell for that effect to take place. I don't know if he's in a position to do that right now.
Oh, valid point, because he's charmed.
But, so either I will have to roll an attack against him, or he can choose to be hit.
Okay, well, let's go look up charm real quick. Do you have charm? Thank you. I think there's more information on D&D Beyond. Yeah.
Oh, the internet.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Can't attack the charmer. I guess there isn't more information. Yeah, looks like that's it. So, but don't you need to make a save or something? Where's this?
I mean, if she's not controlling him, and it's just how he's going to interact with her.
Well, and she just charmed him.
Yeah.
So the charm just happened. So she hasn't executed any commands
There
or
we go.
requests yet. So he could probably.
Aha, I got it. Okay. So, charming, harmful. Excuse me, I'm trying to your guard. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you just really like her, but you're your own mind, you're your own person, you get to choose things.
All right.
You have friends, and you have friends. And you have friends.
You turned your flashlight on.
Oh, thanks.
And you have 1 hit point, so there's that.
So,
Kordak, I'm about to hit you with a healing spell.
all right, yeah.
Take it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And your friends, like you've seen him do stuff like this before. So.
Yeah.
All right, 7, 10, 11, and he only gets half of that, so he will be taking 5 healing.
It's better than nothing.
Very poorly.
So he yells at as you've got this like centaur at your face. He's like, I'm gonna heal you, ready? And he hits you in the back of the head with this guiding bolt, and it kind of lurches you forward a little bit. And but it hurts. You're like, God damn it! But it actually suddenly you start feeling better, and so you get healed. This thing that you do seems to activate the granite behind you, and you feel this warmth, and you hear this like almost liquid behind you, and you and the teacher turn around, and you see the magic kind of fill in at the top, and the whole thing goes Stargate. But like liquid, like a black liquid
and
Stargate.
less explosion making me vaporize.
Yeah, no, not like that part. But like the cool part where it's like, and as it does this like kind of like whirlwind thing, the teacher pushes you out of the way as it sees this thing come out of it, and pushes you aside, and you see as you were moved, just shifted a little bit. It's like this whirlwind kind of pulls up and forward and out, and there are these like tendrils of black, almost fingers that come out and grab her and pull her back in. And you hear this whoa, 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 and her scream gets cut off as she gets pulled back through. But now it's settled and it's almost this like glass in front of you. But the entire thing is glowing. Like a blue. It's really cool.
I was kind of hoping that spell would finish whatever was going on, but that's not what I was hoping would happen.
But your teacher is there, and you were
Mac,
out here.
I think I made a boo-boo.
But that is what you do. So let's see. Who goes next? The mist is now inside of the circle. You don't feel different. You feel fine. But everything around you, the ground is now, like the grass just looks ill. Everything looks really ill. It is Koldak, your turn.
All right, and then, so you're nearby. What's in my immediate vicinity? Is it
Okay,
still
so
the elk?
you've got the elk is over here. She's kind of over here. The centaur is still up in your situation. The elk is looking at him. Oh yeah, the centaur and the elk are both looking at the teacher, or the cook, and he's got 2 wolves on him. She's got 1 wolf on her. You have control of the boar, who's now kind of confused. Or you had control.
I had control.
Had control, and you are just like, what? So that is what's happening right now. Those are the people and the situations.
All right, so I'm charmed.
Charmed, yeah.
Yeah, by the dryad. So I can't do anything against her.
Yeah, you don't want
something
to.
against the centaur, though.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to take my rapier and I'm going to attempt to slash at the centaur that's all up in my business.
I believe in you.
All right, 21 to hit.
Totally hits.
Yes. All right.
Okay. We're filled with rage.
Yeah, 4 damage.
Aw.
All right.
Don't you have another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna use, I guess, my bonus action, and I'll use my other one to hit.
Is this the one the captain gave you?
That was my main one.
Oh, okay.
Secondary, yeah. So. All right, same thing,
Totally
21
hits.
to hit.
Yeah.
All right, and all right, 5.
Okay. The centaur, like, you get him right up in the ribs. Like, well, I guess he'd have 2 sets of ribs. How does that even? I don't even like, because
He's got ribs and he's
that's
got
like a chest
ribs.
cavity back here.
going all the way down.
He's got double ribs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you hit him in like the lower ribs, in like the horse part,
The
and you
equine ribs.
kind of like do something where it ends up just kind of bleeding out a bit, and he kind of turns back towards you. He was looking at you, and he turns back towards you, and he's like trying to stop the blood from coming out, and he's a little bit disoriented, but that is what happens. And his cool black hair is like floating around. The elk, however, is going to stomp you again because you're the big guy and you're very threatening. And that is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and
That's gonna hurt.
That is only going to be 6 damage. But make a strength saving throw.
No. Yeah. What is that? 13.
Perfect.
Which is now a 12 with my strength. sucks.
Oh, well, I'm gonna say you got knocked prone. Okay. So you are now knocked prone on the ground. Please remember that, because I'll probably forget. Yep. Stink, it is your turn.
I start pounding on my drum and just gets rhythmically louder and louder and louder, and I start screaming, ah!
And the dogs start dancing. And
a thunderous wave comes out of my drum.
Yes! Is that a save?
That is, yes. Constitution save.
Oh, good. I'm terrible. So,
Yes. We need it.
okay. So that is a 12 and a 4.
Oh, I was 15, so
Nice.
got 7 thunder damage, and they're each pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Excellent.
Towards me.
Well played.
All right.
The better for attacking them with.
And then I'm gonna
Is that
Okay.
prone them or just pushed?
just push them back.
Yeah, I just
All right.
pushed them back a little bit. Okay.
And then I'm gonna run and hide behind somebody.
Okay. Let's see. There is. You're up now? You're standing
Yeah.
up? You can run behind her.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's probably my MO.
Your go-to. Okay, Driz. The boar
The-
is next to her.
The boars and the wolves are next to her, correct?
One wolf, one boar is adjacent to her, and there's 2 wolves that are like 10 feet out.
Okay, because I have a 30-foot cube thing that I'm going to do.
Perfect. Do
Yes.
that.
So, I'm casting Hypnotic Pattern,
Oh, cool.
and I need all of them to make me Wisdom saving throws.
Okay, so I got a 1. So wolf, then the wolf, one wolf, the wolves that were on you, and then the boar.
Yeah.
So the one that was on you rolled a 1. So roll a d6. And it just stumbles and stubs its toe for 1 damage. And the other one on you rolled an 18. That is a 2 and a 6.
Neither one of us will make it.
Cool. Okay, so they are now, tell me what happens.
They're incapacitated and cannot move or attack, so they're just kind of sitting there.
Yes.
Awesome.
Well played.
Perfect.
I will also shout out that about what I did, and that if they attack them, then they will wake up.
Okay.
So take care of the ones that are awake.
All right, so the one of them that was on you is up. The boar is incapacitated. The other wolf is incapacitated. The one on you, really odd thing happens. It had 1 hit point left. I always do damage when someone rolls a 1. It stubs its toe, has a heart attack, freezes, and just falls over. That
I
one's
managed to
dead.
kill someone with hypnotic pattern.
Well played.
It kind of killed itself, really.
That's true.
Cool. So those that one's out. Okay, cool. Next, Mac.
Okay.
Got the big guys on you.
So I'm gonna have to use my cunning action to disengage,
Okay.
so that I can again roll out of hell using acrobatics.
The cook is awesome, is what we're learning. And the cook is like the bouncy, jumpy guy.
So what I need to know is, can I roll? I'm assuming that I saw these once aggressive animals just kind of stop and become in a daze, and I can still see who seems to be aggressive, and the aggressive. Is there still where's the aggro?
The
still?
aggressive one is one of the wolves that is 10 feet away from them.
Okay, so the pushed ones are still aggressive. So are the ones near me still?
Those are aggressive. The boar is kind of out of play. He's like,
Okay.
and then the 2 of the wolves are like, bleh. But the
Okay.
centaur and the elk that are like right on you.
Yeah. I want to
yeah.
basically. I'll use my cunning action to disengage, do an acrobatics roll to circle around. So again, if I can get to a position where I could flank between. Who else in my allies are close to the?
He's close and he's close to the elk and the centaur.
Okay, so
He's hurting. You're hurting.
And I know he's hurt too. So I'll roll around so that I can get 180'd from Kolbeck to help him. And whoever that
Cool.
is against the scimitar, or the centaur.
Centaur.
So, disengage, acrobatics. Yes.
20 again.
A nat.
Okay, Jackie Chan. So you don't even go disengage that way. You disengage that way.
Over them.
Oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
I'm down with that.
Mackie Chan.
And now I do the stab in.
Yeah, you can stab down if you want. Like
Yeah.
you could do it all at the same time.
So the 24 will hit.
You could do like an upside down cartwheel, stab as
down.
you're going down.
And then if they die, can I just like land on them and
Yes, as a matter of fact, yes, you can.
breakdancing helicopter?
So are you going after the centaur?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
So since I saw him, he's the one that got jabbed in
He's
the gut.
really not
yeah,
good,
So
yeah.
I want to end him.
Okay, this is probably going to
9,
end him.
11.
That ends him. Yes.
11.
So you land on top of him.
You were
Oh,
not
I didn't add
riding
in
the
my
dead
damage.
centaur.
15. Sorry.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
So he's done.
really dead.
Okay, centaur is dead. So, all right. When you kill a thing, you get to say how you kill it. What? I kind of did it, but you
Following
should do
up, I like that, but following up, so coming down, stabbing down into it,
Like-
leave me, boy, alone! And I
it. Like,
just
like,
end him.
like here,
Yeah,
like in through here, like out through there.
like a little bit of the matador kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Just, coming down with a rapier
Nice.
and just ending.
And then his hooves, the horse part of him just collapses down into the side, and you kind of like ride it. He moves forward a little
Yes.
bit, and you kind of ride him
I
down.
Lego lost that body. You know what I'm saying.
And it kind of like the elk kind of trips up and over it, but he doesn't actually fall down. But the centaur is down, and now it is Draz's turn.
have to decide between hurting and healing again. But our friend is still making goo-goo eyes at something I probably don't see. But considering that I want to make sure he doesn't go down. Also, Mac, we may have to go save Miss Fangman.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming I didn't see that, right?
No.
Because my back's been turned.
That's right.
Okay, so I don't know she's gone.
She went through the hole in the stone.
How beat up are you? Because they had like a hold of your torso with their jaws.
Pretty. I mean, I took 23 damage once, but I'm like,
Halfway.
It's
pretty good for a goblin.
All right.
It's pretty buff. It's all those patches.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
So, going after this guy with another guiding bolt.
Another bolt to the head.
Yeah. 18, so 9 healing.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
And then suddenly, you get this voice in your head, and it's kind of singing to you, and you want to kind of walk into the forest. And you hear this, and you have this. You just really want to walk over to the forest when it's your turn next.
All right.
Borba.
Okay. I've got him behind me, and I see that some of the boar and the 2 other dogs are dazed out. You just awesomely. I'm just gonna like cheer. Yes, seeing him
There's
totally
still
kill that
one
centaur.
elk though.
There's an elk,
that's
and then
near
there's
me and
one
Koldak.
of those big.
How
wolves.
close am I to the?
Yeah, one of the wolves by us is
Oh,
Like
the
10
wolves.
feet away.
Oh, one of the wolves is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How close am I to that aggressive wolf?
You're about 10 feet away,
Okay.
and about another 10 or 15 away from the
The
elk.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for the wolf first. I'm gonna.
All right.
I'm gonna attack it.
Attack it.
For 15.
Yes.
Sweet. For 10.
Oh, cool.
Um.
So you run up to it. Now now you are adjacent to the other one as well.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
But that one's like drooling on itself.
Okay.
This one looks like it's bloody.
I'm gonna hit it again because.
Okay.
I have very narrow
I know
focus.
there's no bloody in 5th edition. But I like that's the one thing I liked. Is there bloody? Do people say bloody?
Below 50.
They still say that? Well, good.
You can say whatever you want, Satine.
I'm the dungeon master. Okay, what you got?
So that was 13.
Do you have any bonuses?
I do. I got that. I'm Battle Master. I got Precise Strike. So I'm gonna use one of my superiority die here.
Superior.
Superior.
Let's hope it's a
To add to my attack.
superior roll. Hope it's an
Fantastic.
So add another
All
4
you
there.
needed was 1. So
Sweet.
go ahead and do that damage and roll really high.
no high, she said.
6.
6?
Yes, but. Oh yeah. Yep. 6.
Total 6? Okay.
Oh yeah, and then I got my bonus. I'll do my offhand.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Hit that.
Boom.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. So basically, go ahead and roll your damage. I'm fairly, don't roll.
8.
You get
Cool.
another die.
You get to roll
Oh, yeah,
another
I got
die,
another die.
but it kills it. Sweet. That one is done. So tell me what that looks like.
All right. I just ran up to it, had my main hand, slashed it, got it bloodied, slashed it again, and stuck it.
It's like you know how to do this. This is like so mechanical. You are just. How do you feel about it? That's what I Okay, cool. So for hypnotic pattern, do they have to save? They just are hypnotized
Yeah.
until Just for like a minute or?
It's a concentration for a minute, yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Boar's out of the game. That wolf's out of the game until you figure it out.
Yay.
Okay. So, all right. Oh, I got it. You went first last time, 2 times. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle this.
Okay.
Okay. Also, because you're gonna have to walk into the.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Oh, well, there you
All
go.
right, it's all meant
Yeah.
to be. So you feel the call, like you really want to go over there. You see your friends are freaking out, but yeah, you feel this call, this sudden urge to walk into the forest, and there's almost like a path of light in front of you that's pulling you there.
Yeah, just. Did you guys see that? It's so pretty. And then I just start kind of walking in that direction. Can I do any sort of save or anything to try to combat the effects or no?
No,
No. Okay then. Well then, yeah, I'll just start walking towards.
you have free will,
Yeah.
but you have this feeling. So if you want to
Okay.
role play it that way, you can. But otherwise.
I'm gonna ask
Is
him
there-
where do you think you're going?
The
We have to get
forest.
Simon.
The forest, though, it's right there. It's so beautiful. And you just start kind of walking in that general direction.
What do you say you make
slap
it
him.
like? Is that your reaction? Your
Yes.
slap reaction?
If he's leaving my threatened space, I'm going to slap him. It's an unarmed attack.
Yeah,
I'll take
go
one.
for it. Yes, yeah, go for it. After you just healed him.
Yep.
Do you do
Slap
damage?
myself in the face.
You rolled a 1? Roll a d4.
I don't even have unarmed damage. It was 1 regardless.
Oh wow.
You give
I do
yourself...
more damage to myself than I would have to him. 3, -1, so 2.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
So you hit yourself in the face for 2 damage. You just start wandering off. You don't get very far. The elk sees you on top of the centaur, and he goes clambering down. He
You
goes.
mean he's
to-
not intimidated?
No.
Nah, man,
We'll
he's
fix that.
like a nightmare creature. 18 does not hit, right?
Nope.
Nice. Next up is Stank.
Hey, Colbeck, party's over here, man.
But this is a forest.
So what else do I see going on? I see him walking off. Have I noticed the?
The elk is rampaging, and that's really the only thing that's going nuts right now.
Okay. We are just gonna shoot my crossbow at it.
Okay.
Yeah, Koldak? No.
Just right in the legs.
17 against AC.
Cool. Totally hits.
Yeah.
10 damage.
Fantastic. It's rearing up, and this black nightmare Clydesdale hooves are like trying to stomp at him, and you shoot it with your arrow, and it kind of rears up. You catch it in the chest, and it falls over, boom, on the ground as
Nice.
you murder it. Is there any other flair you would like to add to that?
I just kind of stare at it like, ha 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 ha! I don't think I've ever done that before.
I'm gonna pat him on the back.
Nice.
And I fall to the ground.
Yeah.
So essentially, what you guys have in front of you is, if you want to keep your concentration, you can hold that hypnotic pattern on those creatures. You guys have your friend who's wandering off into the forest. So it's free. It's a free for all right now. So
I'm gonna run up
As
and
he's-
just pick him up. Put him
Grab
on the
him.
I was gonna,
You're
as
strong
he
enough.
passes me, I'm going to, with my Pandora, I'm gonna cast protection from good, evil and good on him.
okay, cool.
I don't know if that's gonna
All
do
right.
anything
Break the
against
enchantment.
the.
I think
You feel
charm,
extra
but-
good right now.
At this point, I heard him say that my beloved Marjorie Fangman was missing. So, do I see her? I
You
mean,
don't see her at all.
Is she in the trees? Did
But-
she go out by the dryad?
What you guys do see is that there is this big, ominous granite thing with these glowing blue runes, which you guys didn't really notice before because it wasn't there before. I think you're the only one that actually watched it happen.
The last time I said something to him, I did say that she went through the stone.
Oh, so
And
I
it's-
see this.
Yeah, and you look at it, and it's like this mirror-looking substance within where the runes are. And as the breeze kind of catches over you, you see a little ripple in that. But it looks like this black darkness. And you grab him and
I'm kind of concerned we have the other 3 things to fight right now.
Well, I was gonna cast Entangle with my Bendor as well, because it can cast each of these spells once per dawn, or once per day. And I'm gonna cast Entangle in that area so that they're trapped and they can't.
Okay, cool. Is that, well, they're kind of stuck. So
Right.
you go ahead and you cast your Entangle and actually roll Arcana just to see like how badass this looks.
That would be a 10.
It's, moderate vines, very average.
Right.
Little black tendrils come up of vines out of the ground because they're all weird now. But they're entangled, and you've got this boar just sitting there, and this wolf kind of like drilling on itself, and that is happening. You can think for yourself.
No, we don't.
Your friend picks you up, and suddenly you don't see that glow anymore, and you feel like kind of this little emptiness in you where the dryad kind of was singing to you. You don't feel that anymore. So you guys are standing in this thing. You put them to sleep. You put the animals to sleep with your playing, and the hypnotic pattern just makes them go to sleep. And those guys there, they are not going anywhere. You don't even have to, you feel like you don't have to worry about them. Those animals are just doing their thing. But as you guys are standing in this place, the mist, that purpleness seems to, it feels like it's getting in your pores, and you start getting really, really melancholy. But you kind of shake it off, and you like get your senses back, and you're trying to like kind of stab it off, and then it comes back, but then you guys push it away, but you feel like you're not going to be able to push it away for much longer. So you're standing in this druid circle. The mist seems thicker outside of the druid circle for certain, and as it thickens, you just kind of see the tendrils of it come in. But you're standing there. There's this big mirror thing in front of you. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm pretty sure I'm ready to jump.
Going through.
I'm gonna jump through.
Is that where she went, Braz? And that's where we're going. Go through, children, quick!
As I was jumping, I say yes at the last possible second.
Okay, so you guys all jump in.
We're
one
coming
by
for
one.
you, darling.
And you go through, and everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm on my I'm sure.
So you and you make acrobatics checks as well. 25. Just for your dexterity.
Oh, dexterity save is 25.
Cool.
Acrobatics is 19.
Cool.
Yeah, 23 saving and 16 acrobatics.
Okay, so what did you guys get?
12.
18.
Same as last time. I'm on
22.
13. Cool. So you guys make it fine. Go ahead and roll acrobatics as well. So.
17.
Okay, so you guys all are pretty awesome. This is the second portal you've gone through in the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, who knows? I mean, that whole thing was very fast. It's only, 3 rounds, because, well, we're cheating because of time. It was 10 minutes. So you guys go through the portal, the rest of you kind of like get yourselves, like you land, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna fall on our faces. The 3 of you with your panache and your parkour and your I'm a really cool punk rock goblinness. You guys go ahead, what do you do? Because you land, 3 of you land really well.
There's a part of me that's thinking that when we jump through, that she's gonna be there. So I kind of would land gingerly, like almost like the Spider-Man landing.
Perfect. So when you do the gingerly Spider-Man landing, you notice that the ground underneath you is slick.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wee.
Okay, so you're like, and how do you land? Also slick.
I kind of jump through in somersaults, and as I do, I kind of roll on the ground and come up on like one knee and have my rapiers at the ready.
Nice. So your knee up.
Yep.
Like a little bit forward.
Yeah, a little slide.
Do like the double knee rock slide, like.
Yes.
Well, I'm playing the drum and they keep sliding, like, oh, you don't usually slide this far.
So the 3 of them go moving forward, and you stop right before another wall. And you look up, and all of you guys notice that you're in this room. You guys seen Labyrinth?
Yes.
You're in like the black oubliette, and that looks like kind of shiny. And as you guys are stopping, do any of you kind of reach out to like stop yourself, or you just kind of like rock?
Yeah, however I can on that slippery ground.
So you stop like this, and you get up, and as you touch the wall, it almost feels like velvet. Then it feels like satin. Then it feels like velvet again. As you move, it kind of seems to shift.
Very peculiar.
Your drum, what was it made out of?
I don't know.
Just like
wood.
basic?
Yeah, wood and some sort of skin.
Not anymore. It's made out of bones now. Like that, like in your head, like the coolest drum that you've ever dreamed up is now like in front of you. It's got bones and all the patches your little goblin heart could ever imagine, representing all the kills, all the kills. Your rapier from your captain seems far more ornate now. You have that cloak, right? You have that. It isn't as weird and awkwardly short on you anymore. It seems to be this like antique chair, like antique cloak that has these embellishments on it. That is something like kind of what you imagine. Like as much as you keep it in your heart, like that's what it looks like.
So, since I read the runes and I'm pretty sure I know where we are, do I think these things are just manifestations that are temporary, or are they actually being given to us?
Roll for it. That would be a
Smartina.
Intelligence.
Straight intelligence would be a 20.
Well,
Yeah, you know exactly where you are, and you know you can't take any of it seriously. Yeah. But also, you know where you are. Now, as a player, do you know Dalcor?
Not really.
Perfect. You do know you're in the dream plane. You don't know what that means exactly, because you're physical. The dream plane, usually you go there in your dreams, but you are physically there in your bodies in a realm that doesn't usually have people in it. So, what was that precious thing that you have? What is a precious thing that you have? Somebody gave you something. I can't remember what it was. I wrote it down.
Your little spell thingy.
The Bandor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That has, it looks new. It looks brand new. You can actually smell it. It's almost like any scratches on it are gone, and there's a little tag on it that says "To you from Osiris." Right? Is that from Osiris or from?
No,
Osiris was our Knoll friend.
Okay.
It was from my the
Goblin Bard.
Goblin Bard that I
Cool.
the Goblin Bard.
It's to you from that person, Goblin, and you, your hair is up, and you have that piece that you lost. That first piece, you touch it, and it feels exactly the way you remember it. But you're in this room, and it's very dark. The light that seems to hit the edges of this rock, like oubliette, doesn't seem to have a source. But there is a kind of like a tunnel in front of you.
I want to warn everyone that they may be seeing things differently here, the way they wanted or expect them to be. That not to get your hopes up. These things may not last. We are in a place where your mind makes matter.
As he tells us that none of this is going to last, I say nothing ever does, and start walking down the tunnel.
If Milady's that way, that's where we're going, children. Let's go.
You hear your name from through the tunnel, and as you guys walk through the tunnel, you exit the tunnel, and you are in this vast open space. It's almost like a crazy alien planet. The sky is like my hair. The sky is exactly like my hair, and there's like stars. The ring of Sybaris seems usually in gold, but is like other colors, and they shift and change, and almost like, and it almost looks like it's just kind of moving through the sky. The clouds are shifting around in wispy, unnatural ways. The rock formations kind of go off into the distance, and the place just keeps going and going. In the very, very, very far distance, you see this like, almost like an orb around this like crazy looking city, but it's so far away. You kind of get this like, almost like a group memory of it. Like, oh, deja vu. It's just like deja vu. You thought you maybe have dreamed it maybe before, but you can't really tell. And you look back, and the hall that you were going through keeps going as you look in, but as you look around it, it's just this little mound, and it's very short, and it's just more vastness beyond it. But as you start looking around where that your name was coming from, suddenly from the ground, like way far in the distance, you see this like castle tower pop up, like jut up through the ground. The rocks are falling from it as it's being manifested. And this big tower, you feel like you see your love's silhouette in that tower.
There, she's up there in the
Like
tower.
there's like a beacon coming from it. You're not quite certain. You feel like maybe if you got to higher ground, you might be able to like, maybe.
Are there adjacent trees where I could higher ground, or just run there?
There's lots of rocks that jut up out of the ground, kind of.
I just run up to the top of one of those because I can.
Okay, so there's like the closest one's pretty far. He just goes running off. Your not teacher goes running off, and he runs up this thing, and you can't quite see her. You're not sure if it's her.
I look back at them like,
Can't you see her? Up in the tower.
Do we see this castle?
You do see the castle.
Okay, good, because that makes what I was going to say make more sense. I blame you for this castle.
What do you mean? She's there. I saw her in the window.
I don't doubt you, but it's your fault that she's a damsel in a tower right now.
Now that I think about it, it is a wee bit peculiar.
You hear, help me,
But she's calling for help.
save me.
Well, we have to save her, but
And I am the sort who is a hero, so I'll go save the damsel in the tower.
So you guys go charging. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna take that. You hear this song in your head. You remember this song. Yeah, this voice in your head, it sounds like Osiris. Yeah, and as you guys are running this direction, you see over here in this direction, you see on the top of this really badass looking rock, it's just like, you see this little silhouette. And what was the creature again? You see this giant, badass silhouette just like rocking out, and he's like screaming the music that you guys played, but he's standing up there, and it doesn't echo right. Like it doesn't sound like it's coming from him. It's in your head, but you see him over there, and he's singing your favorite song.
I'm overcome with emotion, and I start playing the drums to that song, and I yell, "Yo, Driz reunion show!" and I start running towards the tower.
I'll play along with the drums, even though I can't even hear it, but
Okay.
I'll play.
All right, you're playing along.
Yep.
So the two of them stop as the rest of you keep moving forward. Does anybody do anything else? You look over and you see the friend up there. What are you guys doing?
I see that he's kind of like focused, playing his drum, and I'll let him keep playing his drum, but I'm gonna follow Mac and pick him up and carry him while we're walking that way.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you. You tell me what you want to do.
I mean, I'll
that puts him in a
resist it.
complicated
Yeah.
situation.
I'll try to break free because I'm not very strong, and you can just keep kicking me.
So you guys can play this out how you want to play it out.
I'm just struggling against her, but I'm too weak to get out of her grasp. She's very strong, and I am not. So
Okay.
I'm like just complaining. Oh man, come on, no, Osiris is up there, man.
He's dead.
He was on the structure really far away. The structure seems a lot closer. And it was over there, now it's over here. You see him up top as she's carrying you away.
Hey, he's right there. This is gonna be a kick-ass
You
show.
look
Come on.
over when he's like kind of points at where that place is, and now you see him. And
You remember
see
how
him
much you
there.
loved our band? You don't want to hear us one more time.
I'm just really confused right now because I remember him saying where we are. You can't trust everything, but I'm also not very smart, so very torn. I just stop and I'm like looking at where we see the silhouette of Osiris and then Mac to the tower and like,
And you see these this thing climbing up the rock to him. You see it as well. You guys are just charging towards the castle. Mm-hmm. And you're charging towards the castle. Okay, so the three of you see this. You see these big, looks like scorpions. Now it looks like spiders. Then it looks like scorpions again, and they're kind of climbing up. And you see them almost swarming up the bottom of this rock as it's coming up to get them. What do you guys do?
I'm so dumbfounded. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at them and I'm looking back at Osiris because I'm thinking about what he said, but I'm also thinking about because I can hear the song, and I think he's there, but I also know that he said it's a dream world, so there's head's kind of conflicting with itself.
Okay, roll a d20, and over a 10, you definitely are going to the castle. Cool. You decide to go to the castle.
Okay.
What are you guys gonna do? Would you like to roll a die?
What are you gonna do?
I
Because you're carrying me. I'm
yeah.
going where you're going.
I mean, you can try and persuade me, I guess, but I'll roll.
That's good.
Well, what am I rolling?
Just roll over a 10 or under a 10. Over a 10, you're 100% going to the castle.
It's a 9.
Well, what do you do? Are you distracted? Are you going to this dude on the thing, the spider's crawling with the thing, or are you going to the castle?
I am distracted and I'm gonna
You're stunned.
kind of walk. Yeah,
Sounds like you're
just,
stunned. Okay,
yeah,
you be
I don't know what to do.
You drop me and I run toward Osiris.
Awesome.
Well, now I'm gonna run after him because
Okay, so the two of you are running off towards in this direction, and you guys are running in this direction over here, and you guys get really close. And as you're getting close, oh man, you see this dragon circling. This big black dragon kind of has these wisps at the end of it, and he's circling. And you hear your woman, help, help.
I look back because I remember that she told me to protect the children. Mm-hmm. Is everybody with me?
No.
Blast it! We've got to go back and get the rest of them. Hurry up. I run back.
No,
Where'd they go?
don't leave me. And
Do
this-
we see them?
You definitely see them, and now you see this jutting rock, and they're running towards this rock.
Stop running away and get over here.
And this dragon is now flying high, and then it looks like it's dive bombing you guys.
There's an enormous black dragon. We're all screwed.
And it's coming down towards you guys, and you are running towards that thing. It doesn't seem like you're getting closer to it. It's there, but it's kind of not. And when you're dreaming and you're moving forward, and it's just like, God damn it, and you kind of can't catch up to it. That's what it feels like. You get a little bit closer, and then it moves. It's like that.
So in this realm, can we try to create things with our own mind? So if I start
creates matter here.
Yeah, if I start thinking really hard, off to, I guess, like a 50 feet away off to my right, I just start smelling some salt air in the sea, and then I mean, I'd like to see like a ship with like tons of cannons just kind of like appear. It's like the most epic ship that.
Where's your
I'd want to
crystal?
happen.
Suddenly, this crystal starts glowing,
Mhm.
and you guys all hear this. Like, you hear seagulls, you hear the shore, you hear the ocean and the waves crashing on the shore, and it's almost violent sounding. And this giant ship, really cool, big black sails, right? Like really cool.
Yeah,
And how many cannons are you imagining?
Like at least 36.
There's like 36 cannons, and they all. And what are they doing?
It's like all prepped, and I can just look at it, and they're all looking to me to make the decision
Okay.
what their fire.
Are you gonna do it? You're gonna tell them to fire?
Yeah, I'll tell them to angle back and turn hard, and then angle the cannons as high as they can to try to hit the dragon that's
All
coming
right.
after.
Roll me 4 d20s.
4.
You're making an attack, so you go ahead and use your attack bonus.
Okay. All right. Well, that was a natural 20.
Nice.
So that is attack bonus. So 26, 21.
Over 19 is what we're looking for. So
Yeah, that one's 11.
Okay, so
That
3
one's
out of 4 hit. And you see this, go ahead and roll damage. Roll me percentile.
Percentile.
Yes. Yeah, so go roll that. You two see this happening. He turns, and the crystal that he's got in his hand, he doesn't realize that he reached down and grabbed it, but it is glowing. It's also not that small. This is this small. It's actually like that big, and it's glowing bright. What are you guys doing? We've got like 10 minutes left.
Well, Keith did a similar thing I was going to try, which was, well, first I was going to try and cast a spell, but the dragon's too far away, which would have been an actual thing, so I'll mark that. But then I was going to try and picture in my head a silver dragon coming and taking care of that.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
I was going to imagine the black dragon not attacking us and being more friendly, and possibly if it's, I don't know its alignment, but possibly its alignment changing
Well, they are
Roll
evil.
Arcana.
Arcana is 18.
Cool. This big silvery dragon starts. So you have this feeling that you're like, if you dreamed up something that would interact with it, that might work because you didn't manifest the dragon.
Okay.
So this silver dragon comes out, got metal, and this big metal dragon comes over, and they start wrestling. And how much did you?
38.
Okay, and all these cannons, and this just big, like, crazy ass sky war is happening. What are you guys doing? Are you still going towards that? You see this happening. You can't miss the ship. You can't miss the fighting dragons in the sky. What are you doing?
Kind of realizing what's happening, I take my crystal and I take my drum and I kind of envision everything closing in, because I was unable to get closer to the tower that I wanted to get closer to. So if I can't get to it, I'm going to try to bring everything to me. I'm going to play my drum with the crystal.
I love Dungeon Mastering. This is so beautiful. So freaking rad. So you do that with the crystal, and it's like, it shifts into a big mallet, like, I don't know what they're called, but a big thing, and you're just like, boom, boom, and as you do this, it like radiates, and seems to pull everything in. It's like a wave out, and it pulls in, and Osiris comes in, and the creatures start falling back, and the tower comes closer. Is moving slowly closer. What are you doing?
Kind of realizing what everybody's doing, so I'm gonna just imagine myself like growing. Just yeah, it's huge. Just grow up and just kind of get big, and whatever's closest,
You're growing
like
big. You're actually huge. Super monstrous. The dragons are coming closer to you. You almost feel as big as these dragons. You feel powerful and strong.
swat them out of the way, just like.
And you're moving like crazy slow motion, like giant people. Go ahead and attack the dragons. What are you doing?
Godzilla hitting like the planes out of the sky.
Yeah.
Well, this is a stretch. I take my crystal and I put my hands out and I close my eyes and imagine everybody's in a circle just like they were at the very beginning. And in my left hand, connecting us, is my beloved. And everybody has their crystals and our eyes are all closed, but instead of imagining a nice golden meadow, we're imagining that we're back in the classroom where we started in the circle, and we're back at the academy.
Can you read my mind? That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
Almost what I wrote down.
So, hot damn, that's awesome. Wow. So, you close your eyes, you got the crystal, your hand fills with a hand. You keep your eyes closed, having faith that this is the solution, this is going to work, and you concentrate, and suddenly each of your minds are filled with this classroom, and you feel each other's hands just exist in each other's hands. Your crystals in your hands, they're glowing, your eyes close, suddenly you see the desks, you see the weird artifacts in your teacher's room, you hear students running down the hall, and when you guys open your eyes, you're back in class. And there you are, having traveled to this crazy place that got really truncated because all of a sudden we did a whole 2-hour thing in a half hour. But I am super proud of you guys. And that was really fun for me. I hope it was fun for you. I know it was really silly in the end, and I made the first fight way too long. But I really hope you guys liked it, and I'm so sorry that we had to cut that. That was great. That was really good. Is this what you wrote down?
I was about to yell at him.
Mac, think of us being right outside Miss Bangman's class with her inside ready to welcome us back.
Like, open the door and we're done.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I had to make up that last whole part, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm Satine Phoenix, and you guys tell everybody who you are and where they can find you on the internet.
Raquel Brown, on Instagram.
Jeff Hoffman, I think I'm that nerd Jeff on pretty much everything.
I'm Travis Tobe. I'm GM Travis and Ender07 on Twitter.
Fenway Jones, and I'm the Teen DM on Twitter.
I'm Chris Cunningham. I'm at Devnull, DEVNUHL on the Twitters and other things.
I am Bill Allen, and I'm Bill Allen. On all the things.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. And thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yay!